7 alleged operatives of Eastern Security Network have been killed in a joint operation conducted by the military, the Department of State Service, and civil defense operatives in Rivers State. The raid on the alleged ESN camp was conducted at Forest along Pipelines Road, Ogali-Konkon boundary between Eleme and Obibo local government area of Rivers State, according to the statement released by the Nigerian Army on Thursday evening. The Army also said 5 of the ESN operatives were arrested during the operation, while arms and ammunition were recovered at the camp during the raid that took place at about 6:15 p.m. on Thursday. The statement read, 6th Division, in conjunction with Keystone, DSS and NSCDC, MD Danga conducted clearance operations at suspected IPOB camp in Abochia Forest along Pipelines Road, Ogali-Konkon boundary between Eleme and Obibo local government area of Rivers State. During the clearance operation, the team came in contact with IPOB members. However, during the firefight, 7 IPOB members were neutralized and 5 suspects were arrested. Items recovered from the suspect during the raid include communication gadgets, assorted cell phones, army uniforms, arms and ammunition were also recovered. Also recovered from the camp, 2 AK-47 rifles, 2 G3 rifles, 1 locally made machine gun, and 1 G3 magazine. Also recovered were 3 rounds of 7.62 mm special, 10 rounds of 7.62 mm, 51 mm NATO, 1 cutlass, 5 Baofeng handheld radios with chargers, and 10 black berets. Bayelsa State Police Command has arrested a 34-year-old man, Okpeboro Awereswo, who allegedly killed his roommate, dismembered the body, and sold the vital organs to a pastor for money ritual at Maitu, Sagbama Town, Sagbama local government area of Bayelsa State. The suspect, who hails from Ogili North local government area of Delta State, had invited the deceased to come to Sagbama to join the motorcycling business and assured him that the business is flourishing because of the Isaac Jasper Adaka Borough College of Education sited in the area. According to a neighbor, the deceased, who arrived in town, hadn't stayed for more than 2 weeks when Okpeboro struck him with a mortar pistol in the middle of the night, crushing his skull and killing him in the process. After killing him, he dismembered the body, preserved the vital organs, and put the other part in a separate sack, which he disposed in the early hours of the following day. While he was disposing the sack, another neighbor who saw him and suspected his movements confronted him later in the afternoon about the whereabouts of his roommate. The suspect claimed that the deceased has traveled back to Delta State for an urgent business. Not satisfied with the response, the neighbor forced his way into the room and saw bloodstains everywhere. The neighbor held him down and alerted the local vigilante, which eventually called the police to arrest the suspect. Upon interrogation before he was handed over to the police, the suspect confessed that he had sold the vital organs of his friend to a pastor in Port Harcourt, who is currently at large for ritual purpose. Spokesperson of the State Police Command, SP Asinim Buswat, confirmed the incident, ordering that the name of the victim is still unknown. Meanwhile, the chairman of Salga, Honorable Mbliakpo P. Ale, on Tuesday, May 25th, visited the murder scene, accompanied by the Divisional Police Officer DPO Sagbama, CSP Numopede Ben, the paramount ruler of Sagbama, His Royal Highness Moses Ojo Mabisa, and a chief of Tungbabiri community, Periagbe P. Periagbe. 52 suspects have been arrested in Adamawa State for various offenses ranging from kidnappings, armed robbery, rape, and possession of illicit substances. The State Commissioner of Police, Adamawa Aliyu Adamu Alahaji, disclosed that the suspects were arrested between March to May 25th in raids carried out by Anti-Kidnapping Unit, Anti-Sheila Squad, and the State Intelligence Bureau of the Command. The 52 suspects were arrested and 20 prohibited firearms with 1,000 rounds of ammunition, large quantity of hard drugs, diazepam, tramadol, Exol, about 50.70 kilograms of weed suspected to be Indian hemp, and rubber solution, among other substances valued at 3 million naira were recovered, the CP stated. The commissioner also said that 2 repentant kidnappers surrendered 2 G3 rifles with bridge number 58607 and 52007 and 5 rounds of live ammunition to the command. According to him, the command is investigating the circumstances surrounding demanding the men being in possession of the rifles and assured residents in the state of security of lives and property. The commissioner said that the recovered intoxicants that are not exhibited before the court will be handed over to NDLEA for necessary action. Meanwhile, the CP has denied report of a cell break that led to the escape of about 40 suspects. The Akwa Ibom State Police has arrested a soldier for the alleged murder of a businessman in Ikot Abasi local government area of the state. Report says that the army officer allegedly killed the businessman and disposed him of his vehicle after giving him a ride on Sunday, May 23rd. A source from Ikot Abasi local government area told newsmen that a suspected officer was tracked and arrested at Okanafon local government area on Tuesday, May 25th, and the vehicle, including a rifle, were recovered from him. The incident happened on Sunday. A motorist offered a serving army officer a ride in his vehicle, not knowing that he was going to kill him. They got to a place, the army officer attacked and killed him, and after killing him, dumped his corpse by the wayside, the source said. The attention of the police was drawn to the scene, and they swept into action and recovered the corpse and later deposited it at the mortuary for preservation. On Monday, the deceased relatives came to the police in Ikot Abasi for assistance. Fortunately, the vehicle had a tracking device, so the police assisted them in tracking the vehicle. They tracked the car to Okanafon local government area, where they surrounded the place and arrested the armed officer, recovered the vehicle, and an AK-47 rifle from him, the source added. Spokesperson of the command, Odika Magdon, confirmed the incident, adding that effort is on to identify the person involved. Meanwhile, the matter is still under investigation, the SP said.
Okay, make that the name show. Make that the name show. I don't come out the name. You don't come out the name. You don't come out the name. You don't come out the name. What is your name? You don't come out the name. They can't do operation.
Men of the Katsina State Police Command Nigerian Police Force (NPF) in Katsina State have arrested suspected fake health personnel who specialize in treating wounded bandits in Katsina Forest. Simply identified as Musa Samsudin, an indigene of Kogi State but residing at Kankara local government area of Katsina State, was paraded along with other suspected criminals at the command headquarters on Tuesday, May 25th. According to the police spokesperson SP Gambo Issa, the arrested fake medical personnel is suspected always going into the forest to treat sick and wounded bandits. Items found in his possession include different kinds of drugs. In the course of investigation, some quantities of drugs were recovered in his possession. He was alleged to have disappeared from Kankara on the day in which Kankara schoolboys were abducted by bandits and later resurfaced, the SP said. Meanwhile, investigation is ongoing.